Plato's Republic in the 1500s was popular work. He said, if we could have a group of wise men who were well paid to rule over the people, then there would be no corruption. And so they had to go into a secret society.
It's estimated close to 5 million men are involved in Freemasonry here in North America.
It is based on the worship of the male regenerative power.
They were highly skilled men, and they wanted to keep the secrets of their skills to themselves.
They are then required to take a blood oath not to reveal the secrets of Masonry, or they will lose their life.
And I was warned that should I reveal any of the secrets of Freemasonry, to know what to expect.
I went in there with all good intentions, thinking I was entering into a fraternity.
He does not know at all what he is being initiated into. It's not even mentioned.
And they get into it naively, not realizing that it is a religious organization designed for very specific spiritual purposes.
I thought it was a Christian organization.
Their own leaders have consciously lied and deceived to them because they do not want them to know the true teachings of Masonry.
It is based on Egyptian paganism.
They are in a non-Christian, pagan, idolatrous cult.
Freemasonry goes so far as to actually call Lucifer God.
And no Christian has any part in it.
Now, the elite of the world, such as Bilderbergers, high-level Masons, CFR attendees, and Trilateral Commission attendees, all meet up with each other once a year at a place called the Bohemian Grove. The Grove is a 2,700-acre secluded area in the woods of Monterey, California. The fact is, there is irrefutable evidence that satanic ritual goes on inside the Bohemian Grove. Here is a photo of Masonic coffin ritual being performed in front of a shrine of the devil. Now, a documentary filmmaker and radio talk show host from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones, snuck into the Bohemian Grove in the year 2000 and filmed this satanic ritual, known as the cremation of care. Notice the 50-foot stone idol. Notice the red, black, and white robes. Notice the fire and the satanic sacrifice. Now, there's a debate on what the idol represents. One camp says it's Moloch, the god of child sacrifice in the Old Testament, due to the nature of the ritual and the sacrifice near the belly of the idol. But in my research I found that it is not actually Moloch. The owl is a symbol of Minerva. You see, Dionysus of ancient Greece is interchangeable with Apollo, and Apollo's counterpart is Athena and Minerva, whose symbol is the owl. Similarly, child sacrifice was also involved in this cult. The owl became an important Illuminati symbol in 1776 and was adapted to the name of the Illuminati degree known as Minervals. In A. Barrow's book, Memoirs Illustrating the History of Jacobinism, published in 1798, page 582, he writes, quote, Vicept had adopted the bird of the night as his emblem, unquote. The owl represents wisdom, so what the elite are doing here is sacrificing something to Minerva, the owl of wisdom, and at the same time getting rid of their conscience and their care. Genesis 2:9 tells us that the tree of knowledge to which the deceitful serpent falsely attributed the power of imparting the superior kind of knowledge beyond that which God was pleased to give. So the elite want the knowledge that God is not willing to give them, and they are willing to do satanic sacrifice to the false god of wisdom, the owl Minerva, who is in turn the serpent or the devil who offers knowledge. What kind of knowledge could they want? Maybe they want to know how to complete the New World Order Vicept started. Either way, Moloch or Minerva worship is satanic. They both have child sacrifice. They're wearing black, red, and white cloaks and practicing idol worship. This Minerva is Satan in disguise. The owl at the Grove is further proof that the Illuminati lives on, since Vicept adopted the symbol of the owl from ancient Greece.
I am a happy member of the Bohemian Grove. I like the folks who come there, and it's really inappropriate for me to talk about the group beyond that. Thank you.
Have you been there for the ceremony with the cremation of care?
Frankly, I don't think that's something I need to talk to you about. This is what's called ambush journalism, and I disrespect you for that as well. So thank you and goodbye.
Been in the ritual?
It's none of your damn business.
Many people who attend the Bohemian Grove are on the news every day, leading double lives. Some of these people include George W. Bush, George H.W. Bush.
What do you want me to talk about? The Bohemian Club. As you say, the Bohemian Club? I've never been to the Bohemian Club, but you ought to go. It'd be good for you. Get some fresh air.
Here's a New Statesman news report that tells us that Bill Clinton has gone to the Bohemian Grove. Bill Clinton is a lying piece of garbage.
طبعا أنا يعني أوشك يعني أسمع أحد من المشاهدين يقول هؤلاء القوم يهرطقون يعني يقول هؤلاء القوم يضحكون علينا يعني فنريد أن نرى الصورة اللي بعدها حتى يعني
طقس الحرق في الغابة البوهيمية
نزيل شكه يعني نزيل شك المشاهد. فلو نرى الصورة اللي بعدها احنا عندنا في الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية، خلينا أدع هذه الصورة فترة يعني على الشاشة. في الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية يوجد شيء اسمه الغابة البوهيمية أو البوهيميان جروف في شمال كاليفورنيا. هذه الغابة يلتقي فيها نخبة الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية سنويا في موعد محدد لمدة أسبوعين، يقيمون داخل هذه الغابة إقامة كاملة داخل المعسكرات، وكل معسكر مخصص لقطاع من النخبة. فهناك معسكر لرؤساء الولايات المتحدة الحالي والسابقين ومعسكر والسياسيين، ومعسكر لرجال مسؤولي وزارة الدفاع، ومعسكر لرجال الجامعات والأساتذة ورؤساء الجامعات، ومعسكر لأقطاب المال والبنوك والصناعة، ومعسكر للماليين والإعلاميين. المهم أن هذا التجمع سري، المفروض أنه لا أحد يطلع على ما يدور، ممنوع على الصحافة أن تدخل وأن تطلع عليه، وهو يعقد منذ أكثر من 100 سنة. يعني هذا التجمع له أكثر من 100 سنة. ففي هذا التجمع يعني يقيمون عروض مسرحية واستعراضات وهكذا. والطقس الرئيسي في هذا المعسكر هو الذي نراه أمامنا الآن.
هذه الصورة التي التقطت سرا.
هذه صورة التقطها صحفي أمريكي كاثوليكي اسمه أليكس جونز، تمكن من اختراق الغابة لأنها شاسعة المساحة 2000 فدان وهكذا، وممنوع على المصورين الدخول يعني. فالذي لو المشاهد هذه الصورة يعني أنا أعتقد لو سألته ماذا ترى، أول ما يسيرد على ذهني أن هذه مسرحية إغريقية. فأنت ترى ناس بملابس احتفالية وترى يعني مشهد مسرحي. الحقيقة الذي نرى أمامنا هنا هو مسرح حجري مقام على شاطئ البحيرة داخل هذه الغابة البوهيمية. والواقفون هنا ليسوا ممثلين، هؤلاء نخبة الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية يلبسون أزياء احتفالية بهذا الشكل، وفي هذا الطقس يرسو قارب على شاطئ هذا المسرح الحجري من البحيرة الصناعية. فيلتقطون الواقفون من نخبة الولايات المتحدة وهو تمثال لطفل صغير، ويقومون بحرقه تحت أقدام البومة ليليث. هذا التمثال الذي يراه المشاهد هو البومة ليليث التي نتكلم عنها في الدولار، وهذا تمثال ارتفاعه حوالي 12 مترا يعني الذي يحرقون عنده هذا.
طبعا هذا
تقربا للبومة.
الصحفي الكاثوليكي الذي استطاع أن يخترق الغابة ويصور فيديويا أيضا يعني
صور الطقس الرئيسي بالفيديو. نعم.
الأشخاص الموجودون داخل الغابة هم نخبة صفوة المجتمع الأمريكي
والاقتصاد والإعلام وهكذا اللي هم النخبة. سنقول للمشاهد ما هي هذه البومة. نرى الصورة يعني أولا هو يوجد في الدولار في الوجه الأمامي من أعلى إلى اليمين. هذا يرى صورة مكبرة للدولار ويركز فيها خط على شيء معين حول رقم 1 يوجد شكل زخرفي. هذا الشكل الزخرفي مكبر بجوار الصورة هكذا، يرى المشاهد شيء يشبه وجه البومة.
نعم.
طبعا سنقول له ما هي هذه البومة. هذه البومة هي ليليث. ما هي ليليث؟
نعم.
ليليث هذه في سفر زهار، في هناك سفر في التلمود اسمه زهار أو سفر الإشراق أو الضياء، يقول أن هناك زوجة سابقة لآدم اسمها ليليث قبل حواء.
مسخت إلى
نعم. خلقها الإله يعني خلقا مستقلا من التراب والماء وليس من ضلع آدم كحواء.
نعم.
فلما خلقها أمرها بطاعة آدم، فأبت أن تطيع آدم ونشزت عليه وقالت إنها خلقت مثله مستقلة فليس له أن يأمرها ولا أن ينهاها، ففرت من الإله فمسخها إلى بومة.
نعم.
وفي الحركات السرية هي والماسونية هي رمز للتمرد على السلطات وعلى القيود وعلى التقاليد وعلى رجال الأديان وعلى العقائد وهكذا.
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society.
And during the initiation rites, you could hear strange cries and whispers coming from the Skull and Bones tomb.
Despite a lifetime of attempts to get inside, the best Rosenbaum could do was hide out on the ledge of a nearby building a few years ago to videotape a nocturnal initiation ceremony in the tomb's courtyard.
The initiates are told that they are superior beings and are part of a privileged elite who use war, terror and famine to control Earth's human population.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What does that mean for America?
Also in the street plan of Washington, you find pentagrams. So here we have two pentagrams in the street plan of Washington. The top one points into the Capitol building, and the one at the bottom points into the White House. This is a political building, so we're told. In fact, it's a temple to a secret society, built by the Freemasons to a specific design, Congress, the Congress building. Where did it get its name from? Capitol Hill, from a sacred place of the Roman Brotherhood going way back called Capitoline Hill. And when Madeleine Albright, high priestess of this brotherhood, became Secretary of State, and she went across on her first overseas visit to Europe, she actually went to Rome and made an official visit, what for her would have been a pilgrimage to Capitoline Hill in Rome, and that's where we get Capitol Hill from. This is George Washington. In the last century, they decided they didn't have a decent statue of George, so instead of getting an American to produce one, they ordered it from Italy, from Florence. And when it arrived on the dockside, people were staggered, because here was George, the first president of the United States, depicted naked from the waist up with this cloth over his Bill Clinton's, and then pointing up one arm, pointing down the other. What's going on? Unless you realize where these people are coming from, it's inexplicable. Well, if you just hold that in your mind, arm up, arm down, naked from the waist up, and then Bill Clinton's covered in a piece of cloth, well, this is where it's coming from. This is the ancient depiction of the compilation of the negative force symbol that the Templars worshipped, or the high-level Templars worshipped anyway, called Baphomet. And this is why that they depicted George Washington in that way.